ABS-CBN Sports proudly presents Resolve.
It's a rotation, but this time, Ulan challenging the blockers and taking it.
Composure. Control.
From the other side. Process again. And that. The Lady Dominoes in control so far of 7-2.
Confidence.
This is what 200 to say. Yeah. Check ball. Will they go 5 straight? That's game. Closes the set.
Perseverance.
Solo block. Focus naman ngayon. Roll. Set.
Oh, and Santiago still gets the line.
Grace.
Manta. Off to Paniel. Block. And we're tied to Pineda. Pineda.
Resilience.
Oh! Nobody home for Adamson! And Antonio! Iuro si Valdez, malapit sa net. Kuha pa rin.
Tenacity.
Again!
This is the UAAP Season 76 Women's Volleyball Tournament. Greatness never ends.
In our first match, you saw the Adamson Soaring Falcons sweep LaSalle in straight sets to book the last ticket to the Final Four in the men's tournament. We make our way back to the arena in San Juan City for the second half of Playoff Wednesday, and we will now be featuring the women's division where the Adamson Lady Falcons 6-8 elimination round record will take on the Far Eastern University Lady Tamaraos for the last ticket to the step ladder playoffs of the tournament. Mabuhay Pilipinas at maraming salamat po sa inyong pagtutok ngayon sa ABS-CBN Sports and Action. I am Anton Rojas, and standing next to me is somebody who needs no more introduction here in the world of volleyball, Gretchen Ho. At syempre, we will also be joined by our courtside reporters reporting for Adamson, Mitch Del Carmen, at syempre, para naman sa FEU, Judy Sarrell. Now, Gretchen, you've been in this situation before. It's do or die. Wala nang bukas para sa mga players ng FEU and Adamson. How must this feel for them?
Wala na, all out na talaga. You've got nothing to lose in this game, so why not go for it?
Well, let's take a look at the team standings right now, Gretchen, to see just how we arrived at this situation right here.
Kung titignan natin yung standings, we see LaSalle right on top with 14-0. They swept the whole eliminations round and they gained the thrice to beat advantage. So they're just waiting for who will enter the finals. At second place, we have NU Lady Bulldogs at 12-2, and they have the twice to beat advantage. At third, we have the Ateneo Lady Eagles at 10-4, who is just waiting for the winner of this game between Adamson Lady Falcons and the FEU Lady Tamaraos. Now they are tied at 6-8 for fourth place, and we have actually seen these two teams gut it out all throughout the season, experiencing spectacular wins as well as shocking losses. So if we take a look at their past games, we see that Adamson actually, they lost their last 2 games against NU and UST, and the Lady Tamaraos lost their last 3 games against Adamson, UP, and Ateneo. So ngayon, medyo matinding labanan to. They're coming from losing streaks, and definitely, that's gonna be an exciting game today.
And one of those losing streaks will end today. Pero Gretch, balikan muna natin itong dalawang meetings ng dalawang kupunan, starting with the first round meeting. It was actually FEU that drew first blood against Adamson. Pero pinakita ng Adamson na hindi sila give up. They lost the first 2 sets, but as you can see right there, they won sets number 3 and 4. Kaya lang, bumigay sila sa dulo, FEU taking set number 5.
Gaya na sabi mo, 5 sets, Anton. Kung titignan natin yung statistics natin, ang FEU, dinomina nila ang blocking department with 21 blocks to just 8 blocks for Adamson. And Adamson naman, lumamang sila sa spiking department with 60 compared to 53 from FEU. but the defense of FEU was just too much for Adamson. And right now, we see the top two scorers of the two teams, Bernadette Pons for FEU and Bang Pineda for Adamson, who gave 29 points for the squad. Unfortunately, it wasn't enough.
At mamaya, pag-uusapan pa natin yung matchup na yan. The matchup between the rookie, Bernadette Pons, and the veteran, Bang Pineda. But you mentioned the defense of FEU. 21 block points in that first round meeting. Just too much for Adamson. Kaya lang, nakabawi ang Adamson dito sa kanilang second round meeting at nawala ang opensa ng FEU. In the first round meeting, they had 4 players in double digits, but this time around, it was Adamson that came up on top.
Gaya nga nasabi mo, they had 4 players with double digits, and we see, aside from Pineda, the other players stepping up for the Adamson team, and we see them winning that game in 4 exciting sets. First set, they won 25-15, and they won by a big margin because FEU was playing without Remy Palma. In the
That's
second
right.
set, they brought back Remy Palma, and it was enough to give energy to the FEU team for them to win. In the third set, bumawi ulit ang Adamson 25-17. In the fourth set naman, we were expecting a fifth set. However, when FEU got that set point, Adamson was able to climb back up with the help of Bang Pineda, who rallied the next few points to win the game for Adamson. And if we take a look at the statistics, yan na naman, lumamang na naman ang FEU with 14 blocks compared to the 7 blocks of Adamson. However, the attacks of Adamson was just too much. Ito naman, bumaliktad yung scenario. Adamson naman na lumamang pagdating sa attacks with 48 compared to 31 only of FEU.
Well, you mentioned the attacking, Gretchen. We're going to see a lot of that today because maghaharap na naman itong veterano at ang rookie. Ayan, si Bernadette Pons ng FEU at ang veteran, Bang Pineda. She does not want this to be her last game in the UAAP today, Gretch.
Definitely, in my opinion, Adamson has more to lose in this game because a lot of their players are graduating this year. And a part of that is Bang Pineda, Mayet Zapanta, and Makatuno, who are already on their 5th year. And if we take a look at the statistics of both Pineda and Pons, we see them actually overperforming every time they go up against each other. So Pineda just averages about 18.1 points per game, and a part of that is 15.4 spikes per game. While Pons naman, on the other hand, she averages about 11.7 points per game and 10.5 spikes per game. Pero kapag magkalaban sila, tumataas ang mga numero nila. Kung titingnan natin, Pineda has 24.5 points per game. Pagkalaban ang FEU, ang si Pons naman may 21.5 points per game pagkalaban ang Adamson. So definitely we're going to see a one-on-one battle here, and it's gonna be tough.
Well, itong si Bang Pineda, sanay na sa ganitong classic atmosphere. Fans in the stands, do or die matchup. Ito namang si Bernadette Pons, I'm very interested to see, Gretchen, kung ano ang magiging reaction niya at yung play niya in this type of pressure-packed situation. So we've been talking so much about the stats, talking so much about the players. Ngayon naman, let's hear from the coaches. Kanina, ang ating courtside reporter na si Mitch Del Carmen was able to speak with that man, Coach Sherwin Meneses.
Coach Sherwin, balikan po natin yung last 2 games natin. Ano po sa tingin niyo yung nangyari kung bakit hindi po natin napanalo yung last 2 games na yun?
Yung last game against UST, wala nang coverage yung team ng Adamson at medyo masama yung offense namin that time. Pero this time siguro makabawi kami sa laro versus FEU.
Ngayon naman po, ano sa tingin niyo po yung kakailanganin ng team para maging Adamson win siya?
Katulad pa rin ng dati, kailangan talaga ng first ball namin. Maganda naman yung kondisyon ng player ngayon. Sana gumana yung offense namin ngayon.
Maraming salamat, Coach, and good luck. Back to you guys.
Well, it's a 2-match losing streak for Coach Sherwin Meneses and Adamson, but also on the other side, it is a 3-match losing streak for FEU, Gretch.
Yun nga, sabi nga nila, FEU prepared for this game by focusing on their defense. And yun talaga yung naging problema nila in the past game. So yun yung sinabi nila, they focus on blocking, they focus on floor defense, and they focus on the reception for this game.
Well, let's try to get more from the FEU side. Si Judy Saril naman, nakausap itong si head coach Shaq De Los Santos.
Coach, 3 beses na nga po tayong hindi pinapalad ang makakuha ng panalo. Ano po ba sa tingin nyo yung dahilan kung bakit nangyari ang mga ito?
Isa sa naging problema namin is yung maturity ng mga players namin kasi puro bago nga. And then yung pag-handle ng pressure pag naglalaro na kasi nag-adjust pa talaga yung mga bata. So hopefully mas mag-improve pa talaga.
Well, today naman po na do or die game na nga po ang magaganap. Ano po ba sa tingin nyo yung dapat gawin ng Lady Tamaraws para makakuha naman ng panalo?
Well, ang sabi lang namin sa mga bata, gawin lang nila yung best nila. Hindi lang yung kailangan manalo agad. Kailangan yung performance na gagawin nila sa loob ng court. Hindi kailangan ma-enjoy lang talaga nila yung laro.
Thank you, Coach, and good luck po sa game today. Back to you, Anton.
Well, Gretchen, it looks like this one is shaping up to be a great match between FEU and Adamson.
You know, Anton, we saw this scenario back in season 74 and FEU took that playoff game from Adamson. Ang tanong, makikita ba natin ang repeat of the same scenario or will Adamson finally take this game to enter the Final Four?
Well, ang sagot, malalaman natin sa aming pagbabalik dito sa Playoff Wednesday sa ABS-CBN Sports and Action.
This is the UAAP Season 76 Women's Volleyball Tournament. Greatness never ends.
Ladies and gentlemen, from the Philoy Flying Arena here in San Juan, we give you match number 57 in the Women's Volleyball Tournament. The playoff for the fourth and final spot in the step ladder semifinals. And the winner plays the Ateneo Lady Eagles this Saturday. Let's meet our officials. Officiating this match first, referee Nestor Bellio, international referee. Our second referee, Bob Malena, national referee. Now let's meet the starters. First, for the FEU Lady Tamaraws. Number 8, Samantha Dawson. Number 9, Mary Remy Palma. Number 11, Kayla Atienza. Number 7, Genevieve Casudon. Number 2, Bernadette Pons. Number 12, team captain Giselle C. Their libero is number 1, Christine Agno. And the head coach of the Lady Tamaraw, Shaq De Los Santos. And now, starting with the hosts, Adamson Lady Falcons. Number 14, May Jennifer Magatuno. Number 9, Faye Guevara. Number 5, Mayet Zapata. Number 15, team captain Marlene Gortel. Number 4, Mylene Paat. Number 1, Bang Pineda. Their libero is number 7, Shelly Tempiatura. And the head coach of the Lady Falcons, Sherwin Menezes.
We welcome you once again to our live and exclusive coverage of Playoff Wednesday. FEU and Adamson vying for that last ticket to the step ladder playoff. There you see the starters on your screens. Now, Gretchen, in the first match nakita natin sa men's division, ang puso ng Adamson, yun ang nagdala sa kanila kontra sa Lasal. We could see much of the same thing here from FEU and Adamson.
Oh, definitely. In a playoff match, wala na yan eh. Puso na talagang labanan dyan. So, it really depends on sino mag-step up itong game na to, sino lalaban hanggang dulo.
Sa FEU side, there was a head-scratching moment from my part when I was looking at the stats kasi naka 4 points lamang si Bernadette Pons against Ateneo. No player scored in double digits in that last match for FEU. Samantala, dito naman sa Adamson, although lumaban sila sa UST, kinapos pa rin sila.
Yun nga yung napansin ko, Antonio, yung last game ng FEU against Ateneo, 4 points lang si Pons. When we usually have 20 points per game from her, And I think right now, you can't really say who's gonna win because both are coming from a losing streak nga.
And the fans from both sides have come here to the arena to try to cheer on their squad. You can feel a higher level of energy today, Gretch.
You know, when I talked to them backstage, they were all very, very much pumped up for this game. Talagang palaban. As we saw earlier, before the game, they were all dancing, they were all very happy, they're all positive. Tingnan natin kung sino ang lalaro sa game na ito.
Feeling mo ba mas may kumpiyansa ngayon ng Adamson, mas mataas ang kanilang moral kasi nanalo yung men's team kanina?
Well, that adds to that. Kasi syempre, pag nanalo yung team mo, may extra jolt yun of positive energy. But I think what really gives them the confidence for this game was their last game against FEU. They won against FEU in 4 sets. So, nung game na yon, we didn't just see Bang Pineda stepping up for Adamson, but we also saw a lot of players from Adamson such as Cortel. We also saw Mayet Zapanta, Amanda Villanueva, all stepping up and scoring for Adamson. So, yun nga yung nakita natin factor in their first game against FEU. It was mainly Bang Pineda scoring for Adamson. Pero, yung second game, marami nag-contribute, kaya nanalo sila.
Let's get more from the FEU side. Eto na si Judy Sarah.
Wasted opportunity. That was the topic inside the dugout after that disappointing loss against the Lady Eagles. The coaches, including FEU Athletic Director Mark Molina, told the girls that honestly, they did not expect that the Lady Tams will lose that easily against the Lady Eagles. According to them, yung tentative play, lack of aggressiveness, and yung lack of will to win lang daw talaga ng Lady Tams ang tumalo mismo sa kanila. Well, today, alam na nga ng lahat na last chance na. Kaya sa dugout kanina, sabi ni Coach Shaq sa Lady Tams, huwag kayong masyadong ma-pressure. Ang gusto ko lang yung mag-perform at mag-enjoy kayo this game kasi dun tayo nananalo. Hiniling din ni Coach Shaq sa girls na kalimutan na lahat na nangyari sa past at mag-focus na lang sa game nila ngayon. Lastly, Anton and Gretchen, dahil do or die game na nga, sabi ng lahat dito sa aking side, laban kung laban, yung may puso at tapang. Anton and Gretchen?
Maraming salamat, Judy. FEU looking to make it to the Final Four after missing it last year. Ito namang Adamson wants to make it back, obviously. At binanggit mo nga kanina, Gretchen, na may support si Bang Pineda in the second match against FEU. Sila Cortel, Zapanta nag-contribute. Cortel had 12 and Zapanta had 10 points in that match.
And right now, we see the other players of Adamson stepping up already. Zapanta scoring a point off that spike.
And an early timeout called by Coach Shaq de los Santos.
Mag-usap dito sa likod. Okay? So, huwag matakot. Sige. Ha? Isip muna maganda, hindi ka ng bola. G, pagkaya iba to, sige. Sacrifice tayo, tapos coverage lang tayo. Cover ba? Relax lang sa cover. Tataas mo lang. Wala magsawa. Kaya mo yun. Discarte mo lang, ha? Sige, sige, Remin. Okay na yun. Timing na lang.
Yung sinabi ni Coach Shaq, kailangan nila mag-relax and their coverage, it's gotta be there.
Coach Shaq emphasizing again on the importance of coverage. Sacrifice muna tayo ng konti. Bantayan natin kasi malakas ang blocking ng Adamson ngayon.
And so far, Adamson playing well.
What's good about Coach Shaq is that he encourages his players. Kasi alam niya, bata pa yung mga to. And kanina sinabi ni Judy Sarrell na yung naging problem nila against Ateneo was themselves. So they were battling against their nerves. And I think the youth of this FEU squad will definitely be a factor in today's game.
7 rookies on the FEU side. Let's go now to the Adamson side. Here's Mitch Del Carmen.
Well, Anton and Gretch, right after the result of the Ateneo FEU game, the girls immediately talked amongst themselves and they made sure that they only had one thing in mind as they faced FEU, and that is an Adamson win. And at the same day, head coach Sherwin believed that the result put the girls' morale back in track and that high morale and confidence will be a very vital key for their success today. Coach Sherwin lastly asked how different the vibe was in the dugout earlier. Sabi niya, mas desidido nga silang manalo ngayon. At ang pagkatapos ng pagkapanalo ng men's team kanina, ang tanging chant nga ng women's team ay, tayo naman, tayo naman. Anton and Gretch?
Ayun yung pinag-uusapan natin kanina, Gretch. Nanalo ang men's team. Baka makatulong ng konti dito sa women's.
Oo naman, sila naman daw.
Now, looking good so far, Gretch, with this 5-point lead early on.
Very confident Adamson team coming into this game.
Unfortunately, on that juncture, they could not send it across to the other side. The lucky break for FEU. Coach Shaq, you see him standing there very animated, bigay na bigay very early on.
Pero yung Adamson, if we take a look at them, lahat sila nakangiti, masaya. Yung FEU medyo humahabol.
Medyo matigas, not loose.
Pero nga, Antonio, as we've mentioned, Remy Palma, the actions of Remy Palma in that last game against Adamson in the first set definitely made a big difference. In their game against Ateneo, Remy Palma played, but she wasn't given a lot of sets. Medyo nag-iingat pa sila kay Palma.
Yun ang isa sa magiging factor sa FEU, the health and the condition of Remy Palma. And right now, her team is down 8-4. Babalik po ang UAAP Season 76. Rodney Brondial. I think that's Rauf Jul Kitli right beside him. Members of the Adamson men's basketball team.
Cheering for the women's team. The Adamson community very much alive in San Juan Arena.
Mas ginaganahan ka ba, Gretch? Like, for example, as we see,
Pinlock.
former Adamson Lady Falcon. Yep.
And
Angelica
Angel.
Pinlock.
Baby Angel.
Mas ginaganahan ka ba, Gretch? Halimbawa, Palma.
No.
Rosemary Vargas.
Rosemary Vargas for FEU, supporting her team as well.
Now, obviously, it's got to feel good, Gretch. I mean, you're on the floor and you see players from the other teams from your school supporting you. As we see this Mitsubishi Mirage G4, great play right there, Mitsubishi Mirage G4. Expect more from the small sedan.
Siyempre, iba yun kapag you see your schoolmates and people from your community watching you play. And then Bernadette once again with another attack. Main man for the FEU Tamaraws.
Number 6 in terms of the best scoring rankings, Bernadette Pons.
She is actually one of the two rookies in our top 10 best scorers. The other one being Jaja Santiago. So she's in number 6 and Jaja Santiago is in number 8. And here, Dawson making a point. She was one of the players who stepped up in that last game against Ateneo.
You're right, she led FEU in scoring with 9 points. And those are bonus points if you're FEU. Giselle
Dawson
C.
on her 4th year.
Bernadette Pons going for a drop ball. Pineda with a hit. Blockers were there for FEU. Here's Pineda again.
Good
and
drop.
that time, drop ball works.
Bang Pineda finding the hole.
Marlene Cortel, captain for the Adamson side. Her team on top, 10-6. Bernadette Pons trying to go for a clutch shot, but it goes long.
A little bit strong for Bernadette Pons.
It's nice to see the FEU players like Giselle C trusting a rookie like Bernadette Pons to really carry the scoring load.
That really means a lot for the Spikers if binibigyan mo ng confidence as a setter, and even though your spiker is making some mistakes pero binibigyan mo pa rin ng bola, nakakalakas ng loob yun bilang spiker.
She has emerged as the new leading scorer for FEU as we have a timeout. Let's listen in once again on the FEU side.
Kailangan kung nasaan yung bola, abulin mo. Nagche-check na sa block. O, dinadrop ball na lang. Nanonood tayo. Ha? Galaw. Tapos, receive muna. Wala tayong receive eh. Importante yan, service saka receive. Kailangan mapatas natin percentage yan. Okay? Sayang yung tatlo yung spiker natin, hindi tayo makaka-atake ng maganda. Wala tayong receive. Huwag mo sa dito. Kaya ba, ha? Malayo pa yan.
So yun pa rin. Same reminder from Coach Shaq, Gretchen, yung receive nila.
Coach Shaq definitely emphasized the importance of receive. Hindi sila makakapag-set kapag walang reception. And he was asking them, gumalaw lang kayo. And another thing that he mentioned was their blocking, that they should really mark out the players who will spike from Adamson. So I actually talked to Giselle C from FEU, and she told me that the way they prepared for Adamson was they really trained on their defense. So their problem really lies on their reception. So okay naman yung offense nila, nakakapalo sila if they have received. And medyo wala silang blocks in the past game, so doon pa rin sila nakafocus as well as floor defense.
At alam naman natin na merong potential sa blocking itong FEU, being that they're a tall team. And you see Kasugod with all that height.
One of our best blockers of the league, right at number 2.
Betadine block of the set right there. Betadine 7.5% feminine wash for Red Days. It's better to be protected.
Another rookie for FEU.
Palma is back there at the top of the net now for the Lady Tams. Pawns dug up by Cortel. Makatuno sets it up for Bang. And Pineda with a point.
Bang Pineda, the all-familiar spikes, the all-familiar kill from Bang Pineda.
Will this be the last time we see Pineda in an Adamson uniform? Adamson fans behind us certainly hope that it won't be the last time.
On their 5th year now, Bang Pineda, Mayed Zapanta, and Makatuno.
Cortel pops it up. Makatuno drop ball nearly works. But great reaction there on the other side. Pineda, drop ball. Giselle C was there. Pons, wala pa rin. Makatuno, quick attack. Faye Guevara.
And the middle attack of Adamson working now for them.
Adamson trying to pull away early on. Trying to silence the FEU crowd here inside the arena. Giselle C, back set up top, Dawson. Zapanta was there, Paat. Got a chance ball for FEU. Giselle C, who will she go to? She goes to Palma. And somehow, Adamson able to keep it alive, but that rally ends right
Medyo
there.
mishit na nga yun from Palma, but she was still able to get the point.
Substitution here on the side of FEU, Simborio.
Big lead by Adamson, 15 plays. You know, I was talking also to Mayed Zapanta right before the game, and for their training, they focused on their blocking, their service, and mostly their open hits. Sabi nila, usually daw pag FEU yung kalaban, isa lang nagbo-block. And sabi nila, sa itong game na to, kailangan gumana daw yung middle attackers nila. So, it's a good sign that we see Guevara scoring a point as early as now.
You're right. Makatuno able to distribute the sets. Not just to Bang, but the other players as well para magkaroon ng support na si Pineda. Speaking of support, ito na naman si Dawson.
Zapanta having a difficult time making that ball.
Down by 6. Is Bernadette Pons on the FEU side. And a service error right there. Adamson still on top, 16-9. Mga players ng NU Bulldogs Berlin pag linawan the open spiker at syempre ang center na si Vince Makulabnan, number 1 in the men's division. At mga kalaban nila, Gretch ang Adamson na nanalo kanina. Oh.
They're scouting. Exciting yung game kanina, no? Against Adamson against LaSalle.
So Adamson booking the Final Four ticket, the last Final Four ticket. Syempre, itong mga counterparts nila sa women's division hoping to do the same. Kaya lang, step ladder naman tayo dito sa women's division because LaSalle already armed with that thrice to beat advantage in the finals.
Guevara with that running hit, but it was out.
10-16 in favor of Adamson.
Alam mo, binabanggit natin kanina, distribution is very important in terms of the Adamson offense. We know that FEU is a strong blocking team, and yun yung nangyari sa past games nila. We see them dominating the blocking department. So, pinaghandaan talaga ng Adamson yan. For them to escape the blockers, the tall blockers of FEU, they need to distribute the ball.
Kaya lang, Gretch, looking at the blocking numbers of FEU, since Palma went down, bumaba yung kanilang blocking numbers. Just 4 blocks in their last 2 matches. But speaking of Palma, nagparamdam. Owishi, oh wow, moment of the game right here. Rem Palma from Giselle C. Open up to everyday surprises.
Definitely quite a season for Palma. Suffering from that injury, knee injury.
Yeah, left knee.
But still playing, still standing.
Yung left knee injury nangyari right before their second round matchup against Adamson. Kaya she came off the bench. And then she missed that match against UP before coming back against Ateneo. Pero sabi mo nga, kulang yung sets para kay Palma.
Pero ngayon, we see that Giselle C is giving more balls to Remy Palma. And that was out for Bernadette Pons.
So looking at the movement of Palma, mukhang okay naman.
Mukhang wala ngang injury eh.
Kaya niyang i-tolerate yung pain if meron man.
Well, when it comes down to a game like this, hindi mo na iniisip yung injury. Just play.
At sinabi mo nga sa akin off the air, Gretch, that you've been playing with several injuries, your shoulder in particular. How tough is that?
Masakit. Unang-una masakit. Pero when it comes to games, mas masakit kapag hindi ka naglalaro. So, you would rather go through the pain, play it out, than be in the bench and not be able to do anything.
I'm sure yun ang naging feeling ni Palma when she was sitting down and FEU was losing to UP. And Amanda Villanueva looking like she wants to get on the court now for Adamson.
Amanda Villanueva has not been starting for Adamson,
Yeah.
but she has definitely been delivering for Adamson. One of Adamson's top scorers there, Amanda Villanueva.
Still has yet to see action today. That time, nawala ang back row defense ng Adamson. And another point for FEU.
Good block from Genevieve Kasugod.
The future definitely looking bright for this FEU squad with Palma in the fold, Kasugod in the fold, a pair of very tall middle hitters. And here she is again, Genevieve Kasugod. Regalo.
Very promising, Genevieve Kasugod. She's actually very, very tall. Ang haba ng arms niya.
Easy power tip for her with 2 hands. But her team still down 13-19. Excellent atmosphere here at the arena for playoff Wednesday. Of course, the winner of this match will take on Ateneo this coming Saturday. And Cortel able to get that ball to fall through.
We see the other players again stepping up for Adamson. Marlene Cortel, the team captain of the Adamson Lady Falcons.
And it could come down to that, Gretchen. Whoever has the better support crew. Siyempre, alam natin, Pons and Pineda will really do their best to get their numbers today, but who will support them? Yun ang isang malaking
Speaking of
katanungan.
Pineda,
Somehow, though, FEU able to get it back and set up Pons.
and there you go, we see the battle we've been talking about earlier, Pineda versus Pons. It's the rookie versus the veteran.
Gatorade fueled spike of the game right here. Gatorade win from within.
Good serve from C.
Paat, power tip works, so even Paat making contributions for the Adamson side. Panoorin natin muli dito. The blockers were so separated, a lot of space in between.
He was able to find the hole.
Chelsea up top to Kasugod and Pineda with a single block. That's gotta feel good, Gretchen.
Of course, syempre, if you're up against a taller player, definitely feels good to block and kill the ball.
And nakita natin yung reaction ni Genevieve Kasugod. She can't believe how the much smaller Pineda was able to get that block. Bonds, though, with the response.
Believe talaga ako sa tapang ni Bernadette Bonds. It doesn't seem like she's a rookie.
And definitely has big shoes to fill, or had big shoes to fill this season. Siyempre, last year, yung kanilang main scorer, si Rosemary Vargas na ating nakita kanina.
I think that was a check ball for Pineda. Ibarra now coming in for Listana.
23 to 15. Adamson 2 points away from taking set number 1. This is going to be a free ball for Adamson. Who will Makatuno choose? He chooses Guevara, rather. Pineda, drop ball. Just a smart play.
That's been a problem for FEU. If we notice, most of the shots of Adamson are coming from their drop balls. So hindi na mabantayan ng FEU yung mga drop balls, especially in that area before the attack line.
Adamson now at set point, but Paat, that one heading straight to the net. With Sherwin Meneses looking on.
Adamson having a big leeway for errors. Just 1 point to take set 1.
Makatuno, drop ball does not work. Palma, and that one hits the corner. Buhay pa ang FEU dito sa set number 1. They're going to need an immaculate run. Bernadette Mons, what a season it has been for her. Rookie stepping up and becoming the main source of points. Bang Pineda wants a check ball.
Another check ball. Adamson playing with his blockers of FEU and taking set number 1.
You're watching Playoff Wednesday here live from the arena in San Juan City. We will have set number 2 sa aming pagbabalik. Nagbabalik po ang UAAP Season 76 Women's Volleyball Tournament. And this is the matchup between FEU and Adamson for the right to make it to the step-ladder playoff. Set number 1 went to the Adamson side.
Adamson really taking the momentum early on in set number 1 with Pineda, Zapanta, and Cortel contributing most of the points of the first set. And FEU, on the other hand, if FEU really tried to catch up with the lead of Adamson. However, it was quite too late for them, and but we see spectacular performances from Genevieve Kasugod and Bernadette Pons, who really led the way for the FEU team.
You're right. Bernadette Pons had 4 points to lead the Lady Tamaraws. At para naman sa panig ng Adamson, Bang Pineda with 6 points. Ito yung matchup na pinag-usapan natin at the top of the coverage. Pero yung support, Gretchen, yun yung malaking bagay para sa Adamson.
Malaking bagay yun para sa Adamson kasi everybody's stepping up, everybody's contributing, and the thing is, everybody is smiling. So we see a much more confident Adamson team coming to this game, and FEU a little bit struggling on their teamwork, on their defense. And if we take a look at the statistics, we see 14 attacks from Adamson Lady Falcons and just 9 from the FEU Lady Tamaraws. In the terms of the blocking department, pantay tayo to all. Sa service ace, we have 1 from Adamson. And in terms of errors, hindi naman nagkakalayo. Pero 8 errors from the FEU Lady Tamaraws and 6 for Adamson. It was really more of the attacks na hindi nabantayan ng FEU.
Well, let's see if they can make the adjustments here as we enter the second set of this do-or-die match here on this Wednesday. Thank you once again for joining us on ABS-CBN Sports in Action. Ron Ross alongside Gretchen Ho. And then, of course, we have Judy Sarl reporting for FEU and Mitch Del Carmen for Adamson. Genevieve Casugod going for a running hit, but it goes wide.
An error for FEU. Yeah, as Coach Shaq was telling us earlier, yung problema lang talaga nila, yung depensa nila. So, as we've seen in that first set, FEU was struggling against the attacks of Adamson. They weren't able to block the attacks of Pineda, of Zapanta, of Cortez. And they weren't also able to receive them in the back line.
Well, let's see if they can finally wake up from that and show some coverage, because it will be very difficult for them to trail 2 sets to none. Let's see what Coach Sherwood told the players before the start of this set. Here's Mitch Del Carmen.
Well, Anton and Gretchen, both teams we can say are strong in terms of their defense. I was able to ask the coaching staff earlier on their take with regards to their defense, and they told me that what sets the Adamson defense apart from their opponent is the existence of a defensive system. Meron daw silang play right or play left, at hindi nila pwedeng iasa lahat sa libero. Everyone must contribute and take those possessions with confidence. Now, earlier you guys were talking about Palma's injury, and I was able to discuss this with Coach Sherwin earlier, and he said na they don't take Palma's injury into consideration. Basta maglaro lang daw sila na para bang walang may injury. Anton and Gretch?
They don't want to be overconfident. They're not taking FEU lightly. Yun ang mindset ng Adamson dito sa laban na to.
And FEU definitely not taking into consideration Palma's injury. So, when it comes to a playoff game, walang injury dapat.
Leave it all on the line. Who wants it more? Those are some of the questions that will be answered by both these teams. At the end of this match, free ball for FEU. They go to Casugod again. Bang Pineda keeps it alive. Chance ball for the gold shirts. Bonds challenging the two blockers.
By Adamson.
Pineda backs it up top to Zapanta.
And that was out for Genevieve Casugod. Genevieve Casugod, definitely one of the top blockers of our league, and it's rare to see her having errors with her blocks.
Sabi mo nga, number 2, di ba? In terms of the statistics. Let's go now to Judy Sarl.
Gretchen, kanina nga sa timeout ay narinig natin si Coach Shaq na sinasabi ang importance ng magandang receive. Kaya this set, sabi ni Coach, dapat umpisahan na agad ng Lady Tamaraws na magkaroon agad ng magandang receive at dagdagan pa daw ng mas maayos na coverage para mas mauna daw silang makaipon ng puntos. Dagdag pa ni Coach Shaq, dapat daw i-timing naman ng Lady Tams ang blocking nila at basahin pa daw lalo ang galaw ng kalabang koponan. Lastly, pagmamakaawa ni Coach sa girls, kumalaw naman kayo sa loob at mag-communicate. Try natin kunin ang set na to. Ang tanong, Gretchen?
Kailangan. They must take this set. If you're FEU, a young team, the tendency of a young team is you succumb to the pressure. And masusubukan talaga yung character nitong FEU side that boasts of 7 rookies.
And if they want to win this game, they have to take set 2. Definitely, it's very important for them to win this set. Especially after giving that first set away with such a big margin.
25-17 was the final tally at the end of set number 1. Giselle C. with a service ace.
FEU slowly finding their groove in today's game.
Zapanta with a mishit. And look at Giselle C.
And
Gising niya ang kanyang mga teammates.
FEU now on the lead. 6-3.
You need a leader. In any team, you need somebody who's very vocal, somebody that the teammates, the younger teammates, will look up to.
Definitely. In the first set, parang medyo tulog pa yung FEU. Pero ngayon, they're slowly coming up and we see them more active on the court. Giselle C doing her role as a veteran of the team. And as a setter, ikaw yung parang game captain dyan eh. So ikaw dapat mag-lead.
Doing just that is Giselle. Longest rally of the match, Mayet Zapanta using the blockers. Anuishi, oh wow, moment of the game right here. Two blockers for FEU doesn't matter. Mayet Zapata knows just what to do with it. Open up to everyday surprises.
And that's the advantage of a veteran. You know how to deal with instances where you have two blockers. Pinadaan na lang niya kay Genevieve Casuco. Nakita niya na may space doon sa side.
Easy pickets for this lady right here, Mayet Zapata.
Adamson trying to close out the lead. FEU now leading by 1.
Temperatura, who was installed as the libero in the second round. Getting a dig, but Adamson let that one go.
Much taller FEU. Again, relying on their blocking.
And here is the 6'1.5" Genevieve Casugod.
Genevieve Casugol from Pontevedra, Negros Occidental.
Bang Pineda with another point for the Adamson side. Let's take a look at it one more time. Makatuno setting it up. Just pounding it off the hand of Palma.
Pineda again, hitting it off the blockers.
Point for Adamson.
And that was out.
Seven all now. Here's Cortel once again for Adamson.
Good receive.
Dawson.
Check ball.
Dawson has been one of the few bright spots for FEU in the past couple of games when they have been struggling, and she puts her team up by 1. Point guard for the Adamson Falcons, Ryan Monteclaro, looking on.
Again, the Adamson community being here, showing their support for the Lady Falcons.
But of course, showing his full support for the FEU side, our colleague and athletic director of FEU, Mr. Mark Molina.
FEU leading by 1, 8-7.
Back to the game with Bernadette Pons.
Bernadette Pons still without a point here in set number 2 after scoring 4 points in the very first set.
Good receive.
Pineda again.
Pineda with the cut shot.
Iniwasan yung dalawang blockers.
Another veteran move from Bang Pineda.
Apeton, great play right here. Jump set by Makatuno. Bang Pineda just avoiding the blockers. Apeton weight gain, clinically proven to help gain weight healthily. Palma, now she's getting a touch. Well, ang kulang sa power, but nagulat ang Adamson. They could not handle it.
Makatuno unable to save the ball.
Dawson now to serve for the Lady Tams.
Dawson on her 4th year for FEU.
Bang Pineda once again trying for that cut shot. Kaya napasobra.
And you know, we love that about her, about Bang Pineda, and she's very good with finding the hole in the defense of the opponent. So, tinitignan niya talaga kung saan niya ititira yung bola bago siya pumalo.
So if you're the defense, you can't just have blockers like that. You gotta have coverage in the back row and on the sides.
Another smart move from Bang Pineda, hitting it over the smaller blocker, Giselle C.
8 points now for Bang Pineda. C sets it up for Simborio. Pineda digs it up. Free ball for the Lady Tams. C trying to go for that drop ball. Could not surprise the
Binalikan ni
Adamson
Makatuno.
side. Yep. Simborio drop ball. Great save there by Cortel. Zapanta popped up. And Palma.
Palma making a point. And that seems to work for them, their middle attacks.
Let's see kung magtutuloy-tuloy.
again, distribution is a big factor in today's game. Knowing that Adamson has great floor defense and FEU has great blocking.
So it will be an interesting matchup between the veteran setters Makatuno and C. Another chance ball for FEU. They've had a lot of those here in set number 2.
Tres para kay Simborio.
SLC up top to Simborio. Pineda with another dig. Sending it across was Zapanta. Here's Simborio.
Net ball for Simborio. Adamson and FEU are actually on our top 2 best digging teams. Adamson being number 1 and FEU being number 2. So kung titignan natin yung stats, hindi nagkakalayo yung dalawang teams. Even in the receiving department, FEU going at 4th and Adamson at 5th.
Kaya naman, expected natin this will be a very close encounter. It has been that way in the elimination round. Both teams splitting their meetings. But only one can make it to the playoffs.
Middle attack for Adamson.
Here's Pons using the blockers, but Makatuno was there.
Set to Zapanta.
Wala pa rin.
Too strong.
Cortel, single block by Bernadette Pons.
Pons contributing not only in terms of offense, but also in the defensive department.
Betadine block of the set right there. That's block point number 4 for the match for FEU. Betadine 7.5%. Feminine wash for Red Days. It's better to be protected.
Nabasa na ni Pons. And that was the net.
Now, Coach Sherwin Meneses wants to talk things over.
Ha? Iwala sa palo. Hindi pwede yung kada palo natin, i-score yung kalaban. Hindi naman block. Outside, not over. Diba? Tumrest ka na, back week. C. 4 lang yan, isa lang.
Isa lang, kapit lang.
Yung block mo dito, mababa naman yung net, itaas mo yung reach mo.
Well, Coach Sherwin Meneses just wanted to tweak some of the things that the Lady Falcons have been working on. One of them yung blocking nila.
Nakakalusot na yung FEU sa depensa ng Adamson.
Kaya naman, kailangan nila ng coverage at the bottom kung nakakalusot ang FEU sa blocking. Pons. That's the
Well
coverage.
dug up by Makatuno.
See? Up top, here's Pons again. Temperatura could not handle it.
And Pons does the same thing by checking it off the block.
Let's take a look at it one more time. A high-flying duel between the rookie and the veteran, Pineda and Pons. And
Great block. Single block for Genevieve Kasugon. And look, we have now a 6-point lead by FEU.
Back with more action from right here at the arena. Great turnout here for Playoff Wednesday.
Definitely
Faithful.
an exciting game. First set goes to Adamson, but now we see FEU leading by 6.
Well, this would be expected, Gretchen. Both these teams not going to give up, not going to go out quietly.
FEU picking up in terms of defense, especially the blocking.
Yun ang kailangan nilang makuha muli. Something that has been missing in the past 2 games. Just 4 block points in their last matches.
Bernadette Pons, great dig by Pineda.
Cortel dug up by Agno. Here is Kasugod. C sets it up for Pons again.
Middle attack for Pons.
Here's Mayat Zapanta.
Zapanta with a soft hit. And And that was too long for Bernadette Pons. Kulang ng follow through yung tira ni Bernadette Pons.
Bang Pineda playing her heart out, wanting to don that Adamson jersey for one more day. And Bernadette Pons has really come alive again here for FEU.
Pons doing all the work for FEU.
Mitsubishi Mirage G4, great play right there by the rookie Bernadette Pons. Mitsubishi Mirage G4, expect more from the small sedan.
Great serve from Giselle C.
And now Adamson having problems with reception. Here's Pons going down the line. It is good.
Another point for Bernadette Pons. FEU now leading by 7.
We know Bernadette Pons is very capable of exploding. 27 points in the first round match against Adamson, 16 in the second round matchup.
Pons seeing the hole in the down the line corner of the Adamson defense.
Makatuno setting it up for Zapanta.
And Zapanta answers the attack of Bernadette Pons.
Let's take a look at it one more time. Smart play by Mayet Zapanta right there.
And a good set by Makatuno. Medyo nababantayan na sila sa open. So now they're going to the utility attacks.
At sabi mo nga, the setters have to play a crucial role today, varying their attacks.
Oh.
And Junella trying to do her part, trying to make an effort, and you see Giselle C coming over to her.
Di na nabalik ni Pons yung bola.
Siyempre, pag may rookie dyan on the court in a crucial game, and the leader has to come over and encourage her.
An error eating the points of the Adamson squad.
Pienza coming in for Genevieve Masugod.
Medyo nag-relax yung Adamson sa set number 2, no?
Wow. And yun ang mortal sin. If you're in a do-or-die situation, ayaw mong bigyan ng pagkakataon ang iyong kalaban, but Adamson with a series of errors here. Coach Sherwin wants to talk things over once again.
Balik. Receive lang tayo. Pag walang receive, idikit niyo yung second ball. Mali na magtatalo tayo dun sa net. Ha? Mayat, hindi mo kailangan na paluin ng mahaba. Paluin mo ng diretso. Ma-block ka, walang problema. Ha? Anong play mo, May? B3. Pag may receive, B3 mo. Para hindi masiksik yung block doon. Ha? Malayo pa yan, 7 lang yan.
Coach Sherwin telling the girls not to hit it too long. Maluwit daw niya ng diretso. I think they're adjusting their offense because of FEU's great blocking. So umiiwas na sila sa blockers kaya mahaba na yung mga tira nila.
And then on that last part of the huddle, tinanong niya si May Makatuno, anong play mo? B3 daw.
B3 is B yung sa slant pointing yung gitna. And the 3 is the hit of the opener in the middle.
That time though, Makatuno just going for the open hit for Bang Pineda, who went for a drop ball.
Good timeout for the Adamson Lady Falcons.
Trying to stop the bleeding. Dawson, dug up by Zapanta. Makatuno sets it up for Bang.
Check ball for Bang Pineda. Again, using the blockers of FEU. So isa yan sa mga specialty ni Bang Pineda. Ang patamain yung bola sa kamay ng mga blocker.
20-15. In favor of FEU. Trailing.
Good receive.
By a set. Here's Pons.
Pons with a open attack.
Let's take a look at it one more time. Hitting it towards the right side.
Going through the blockers of Adamson.
And a very animated Coach Shaq de Los Santos here on the sidelines. Makatuno sets it up for Pineda. Drop ball.
Simborio was there.
Blockers were there for Adamson.
Great blocking from Adamson. Mylene Paat and Bam Pineda.
Princess Nestana coming in for the first time. Actually coming back into the match.
Listana being their service specialist.
Formerly the libero for the Adamson side in the first round.
Too long for Dawson. FEU's lead is now down by 4.
Crucial juncture of the match. Simborio. Makatuno sets it up for Pineda.
Simborio was there.
Palma up
Another
top.
middle hit.
Bam Pineda blasting it through.
Bam Pineda, just too much for the blockers of the FEU.
Now Coach Shaq wants to talk things through.
Pag-alanganin, maliit yung blocker ito. Pag-alanganin, ha? Pag ano, pag-alanganin, pataan mo sa gitna. Sa gitna nung ano kamay ni ano, wag mo dun sa mga gitna. Okay? Ha?
Oh, receive lang. Receive.
Eh, quick back, quick, tas bato mo dito. Sunod lang. Remy, pasukan mo maganda. Ha?
Well, kanina sa side ng Adamson, Coach Sherwin Meneses drawing up a play. Dito naman, Coach Shaq also asking for a specific play.
Coach Shaq instructing Giselle C to set it to Simborio because her blocker is Makatuno on the other side, who is a bit smaller than the others.
Looking for a weakness. Pineda again.
Great blocking from FEU once again.
One more try for Bam. She wants a check ball, does not get it.
That was too long for Bam Pineda. Bam Pineda trying to break the blocking of FEU.
And unlike the first set, Gretchen Makatuno delivering more sets to Bang this time around. Whereas in the first set, it was more evenly distributed.
But she delivers.
You take whatever you can get, right? You got your money girl there on the open hit.
Single blocker lang for Bang Pineda, and you can't leave her with a single blocker.
22-19.
Adamson trying to catch up. Great blocking from Guevara. Now the lead is down to 2.
Let's take a look at it one more time. Faye Guevara, great read.
Great receive. And there you go with the middle attack.
And Mayet Zapata. Nobody home on the FEU side.
Tinignan lang yung bola.
Coach Shaq calls a timeout.
Kailangan mapatay natin to para 23. Last 2 tayo. Kailangan, huwag niyong papahabulin. Remy, dis tayo sa kasanit. Okay? Ha? Sige, G. Tsaga lang.
Kapitan, lamang pa tayo.
Si maganda. Tapos, cover. Pag gumalo, cover pa tayo. Tapos, pagpapalo sila, depensa. Okay, matakot kahit mag-open block yan. Kunin na natin. Kahit tamaan na tayo. May angat lang yung bola. Okay, matakot. Mag-iingat eh.
We are reaching the crucial moments of this set. FEU needing 3 points to win set number 2.
Umiingay na si Giselle C. You could hear her voice in that huddle.
Nagagalit na.
Back to the game, Pineda.
It's Giselle C. and a band of rookies
Great
and
receive from
Dawson
Agno.
right now. Zapanta.
Great
Giselle's
dig from Agno.
working hard. Was Giselle for that set?
That was in for Simborio.
Did you see how fast Giselle C ran just to be able to set it up for Simborio? Umeffort.
Giselle C, one of the best centers of the UAAP.
One-time best setter in the league, in fact. Back in 2012, season 74.
Kasugod, their main blocker, now in front. Oh, Ibarra touched the net.
Too eager on that occasion.
Nakita niya kasi yung regalo ng Gigel.
Yun. So, FEU with a chance to tie things up at 1 set apiece. Temperatura. Makatuno.
Zapanta.
Pons could not receive it properly. Coach Shaq telling her, umatras ka pa ng konti.
Game face on now for Mayet Zapata.
For the first time, Amanda Villanueva coming in for the Adamson side.
Probably brought in to score some points for Adamson.
Giselle C sets it up for Simborio. Temperatura was there. Makatuno back set to Villanueva. Great save by Giselle C.
Nagkagulo sila doon.
Still alive though. Chance ball for Adamson. Makatuno to Villanueva.
And there you go. The point we've been asking from Villanueva. She comes in and scores a point for Adamson.
Yan ang tinatawag na instant offense.
Medyo hindi yun in-expect ng FEU dahil Villanueva was coming from the utility and she hit the tres. It's a middle attack. Hindi siya nabasa ng blockers ng FEU. Another one for Villanueva. It was too long for Villanueva.
So, we are tied at 1 set apiece. Adamson trying to make a comeback, but they fell short. Set number 3 coming right up only here on ABS-CBN Sports in Action. After 2 sets, we find ourselves in a deadlock.
One set all. One set. The first set, Adamson were winning. But in the second set, we see FEU taking that set and Adamson relaxing a bit at the start of the set after their first set win. And FEU really boosting their defense, especially in the blocking department. Although Adamson tried catching up with FEU, it was quite too late and FEU still taking set number 2 enough to give us a 1-1 set.
So now we head to set number 3. Adamson right now talking amongst themselves. I'm looking over on their side. It looks like Bang Pineda is doing most of the talking. Dito naman sa side ng FEU, I see a very animated Coach Shaq de Los Santos. This was towards the end of that set number 2, Gretchen, where Adamson was trying to make a comeback.
Adamson really tried to take advantage of the point where FEU relaxed naman a bit. They had the bigger lead, but Adamson was able to come close enough to give us quite an exciting game. However, that wasn't enough, and we take a look at the statistics. We have 14 attacks compared to the 10 attacks of FEU, but if we take a look at the blocking department, FEU again with 4 blocks and only 2 for Adamson. In terms of service aces, we have 1 each, but in terms of errors, doon natalo ang Adamson. They had 10 errors as compared to the 6 errors of FEU.
So all in all, naka 16 errors na itong Adamson sa ating laro. And that really hurt them in set number 2.
Medyo kinakain lang ang Adamson ng kanilang errors. They tried to take the blocking of FEU. They tried going through the blocks, but unfortunately their shots were too long for minsan na the net. So that's what they need to adjust to. The stronger blocking and defense of FEU, who has come alive in the second set.
Binanggit mo yung blocking, Gretchen, na buhay yung blocking ng FEU. They tallied 4 block points in that second set.
But we also see from the FEU squad, we see Pons stepping up once again to carry the Lady Tamaraws.
Yun, Bernadette Pons with 9 points already in this match.
But we shouldn't forget Genevieve Kasugod,
Yes.
the one who really led the defense of the Lady Tamaraws.
Kasugod with 5 points in this match. Let's try to see what's going on the Adamson camp. Here's Mitch Del Carmen once again.
Anton and Gretch, Coach Sherwin continues to hope that his girls would take their team's experience and high offense to their advantage. He says that for them to penetrate the blocks of FEU, kailangan daw nila talagang lagyan pa ng kumpiyansa ang kanilang mga palo at bilisan ang set para hindi mahabol ng FEU blockers ito. Imbes na open ang iset, gawin na nilang C at patuloy lang nilang lagyan ng variety ang kanilang mga sets. He also instructs them to be more precise with their floor defense for such plays to happen. At huling dagdag nga ni Pineda ay wag na nilang sayangin ang bawat serve at iba pa nilang mga galaw. Anton and Gretch?
Gaya nga ng sinasabi ng ni Coach Sherwin, yung errors talaga kumakain sa kanila. Wag na sayangin ang bola. And they want to escape the blockers of FEU. So that's why Coach Sherwin instructed them to give faster sets para malito yung blockers ng FEU.
You saw that Betadine block of the set right there by Genevieve Kasugod. Betadine 7.5% feminine wash for red days. It's better to be protected. Hindi makatakas ang Adamson sa blocking ni Genevieve, who has 7 points right now.
Stellar performance from Genevieve Kasugod.
She is a mean customer at the top of that net. Here's Judy Saril.
Anton and Gretchen, kitang-kita nga natin ang malaking kontribusyon nitong rookie player na si Bernadette Pons nung last set. Well, kanina nga bago mag-umpisa ng laro, ay nakausap ko siya at sinabi niya sa akin kung ano ang mindset niya. Sabi niya, ang mindset niya ay yung makabawi this game dahil alam daw niya na malaki ang kakulangan ng kontribusyon niya nung last game nila. Dagdag pa nga niya, sabi niya gusto daw niyang manalo ngayon at maka-experience naman daw kung ano ang nangyayari sa Final Four. Well, maingay na huddle naman nga ang naganap matapos nilang makuha ang second set na yon. Lahat ay nagsasalita at nagsasabing kaya natin to, walang susuko. Last reminder ni Coach sa girls, dapat daw maayos lahat ng aspeto this set at mas dagdagan pa daw ng tapang ang laro, lalo na ng mga rookies. Anton?
Maraming salamat, Judy.
It's nice to see the character of Bernadette Pons. Even though she scored 4 points in that game against Ateneo, she's coming back now strong.
Right now, she has 9 points in this match. Zapanta trying to go down the line, but it went wide.
Frustration there on Zapanta's face. Calling for an in.
5-4 in favor of FEU in this very crucial set number 3. Makatuno sets it up for Pat.
Eileen Pat contributing.
Manoishi, oh wow, moment of the game right there. Open up to everyday surprises. Perhaps it's time to go back to distributing the sets, just like Adamson did in set number 1.
Yeah, we see a variety of shots from Adamson, and it works for them. Medyo nahihirapan na yung blockers ng FEU.
Pero itong si Bernadette Pons, patuloy pa rin ang kanyang stellar performance ngayong araw. Meron na siyang 10 puntos.
Great receive.
Pineda had the right idea in banking. Kaya lang, medyo bitin. We can see, Gretchen, itong si Van Pineda, iniisip na niya paano maiwasan yung mga blockers.
Nakita na niya na kasi na dalawang blockers nang nakabantay sa kanya. And she tried to evade the blockers. Unfortunately, that was too short.
And that time, naunahan niya yung mga blockers, pero nandun naman si Agno, the libero, for the back row coverage. Cortel.
Cortel with that cut shot.
A lot of fuel on that spike by the captain of Adamson. Kaya naman, it is our Gatorade fueled spike of the game. Gatorade win from within.
Adamson with a better distribution now in terms of offense.
Samantha Dawson tipping it over with the left hand. Babalik po ang Playoff Wednesday dito lang sa ABS-CBN Sports and Action. FEU crowd looking very much alive here as their team is on top 8-6.
The fans of FEU bringing in some balloons. Again, we see Kinlog supporting Adamson.
You know, Gretchen, a lot of finals in the UAAP in sports happening. Bukas na yung football finals natin sa FEU Diliman. And you can check out the games live. Men's division will start things off at 2 p.m. UP versus FEU. And then following that, the women's finals between UST and FEU. At kagabi sa The Score, nakasama natin Michael Sims of UP and of course Paulo Bugas ng FEU.
Mukhang exciting game yan. UP, this is their 4th straight year in the championships, while FEU naman, they've been in the finals since last 2010 pa. And
Yeah.
now, they're actually composed of a team that has been together since high school. And they're a relatively younger team, but as they say, di mo masasabi, they're at #1 right now, and UP is an experienced squad, so it's definitely going to be a good fight.
So, mga football fans, watch out for that. Bukas na po, 2 p.m. men's finals between FEU and UP. Pero dito muna tayo, Gretchen, sa volleyball. Adamson and FEU.
Bang Pineda with a series of errors. That one going out. Kanina, na-net siya. So, it's really the errors of Adamson that's giving the points to FEU.
Here's Pineda. Nothing there. They go back to her, though. And that time using the blockers.
Smart move again from Bang Pineda.
Panoorin natin muli. Siyempre, pinatama niya dun sa mas maliit na blocker. The rookie, si Simborio.
Great receive.
That one goes long.
Expecting a check ball when that was called out.
Coach Sherwin Meneses in his 2nd season at the helm for Adamson. Combination play. Temperatura was there. Here's Zapanta.
You know, FEU is having a hard time defending against those shots that Adamson tries to hit off the block. So, kayo na pa natin nakikita na pinapadaan lang ng Adamson yung bola sa kamay ng blockers.
You saw Pao Soriano, your old buddy.
Oh, Pao Soriano, one of the best middles of all time.
You've had some battles with her for so many years here in the league.
Pero mapapanood mo pa rin naman siya in a semi-professional league.
Right now, siya ang nanonood dito sa UAAP, supporting her alma mater. Alam mo, at the start of this season, much of the talk for Adamson, I remember, was how they will adjust ngayon na wala na si Pao Soriano, who has been their leader for so many years.
Siyempre, big loss yan for Adamson. Alam naman natin na si Pao is really their team leader for so many years. But now, we see a lot of the players of Adamson stepping up improving a lot. And I think that's also good kasi we see more balance, more distribution of balls for the Adamson squad. And we see Bang Pineda really taking on that role and stepping up and contributing the points for Adamson.
And the new leader for this Adamson squad, Villanueva, coming in much earlier here in the third set and making an impact.
Villanueva coming off the bench, but definitely making her presence felt in this game.
But down the line there, nothing Agro could do to stop that one. Sharp serve by May Makatuno.
Good receive.
Back set up top. Cortel had to adjust to get it across. Simborio gets it through.
FEU gives Adamson a taste of their own medicine by going through the block of Adamson.
Mitsubishi Mirage G4, great play. The rookie getting it through. Mitsubishi Mirage G4, expect more from the small sedan. Faye Guevara, popped up by Rem Palma. And Simborio once again using the Adamson blockers.
Smart play by Simborio. Remy Palma now in the back line. FEU is leading by 4.
Makatuno sets it up top to Cortel, dug up by Palma. Kasugod!
Kasugod hitting that shot from the middle.
And look at the smiles on the side of FEU as they put themselves on top 16-11. Suzuki, drive for the win, play of the game right there. Genevieve Kasugod putting her team on top by 5. Suzuki Swift Desire, all your desires made compact from Suzuki, way of life.
Kasugod able to angle her shot and find the corner in the Adamson defense. You know, Anton, it's been a shift of momentum all throughout the game. We haven't seen very long rallies. Sometimes it's Adamson taking much of the points and then they relax, and then FEU gets the momentum back and scores a string of points, and then Adamson gets it back. So, tingnan natin kung ano mangyayari sa set number 3, the very crucial set number 3.
Let's see who can sustain that energy, that desire to win, the effort. And right now it is FEU with the smiles on their faces.
Cortel was there. Villanueva with another shot.
She got lucky there. That looked like it was headed out. She was way underneath the ball on that hit. Nagtatawanan sila.
Villanueva definitely one of the scorers to mark in the Adamson Lady Falcons.
Giselle C up to Kasugod, dug up by Pineda. Makatuno back set up top to Cortel. Agno was there, Kasugod again.
Great defense from Guevara.
Villanueva sends it across.
Another long shot for Villanueva.
Here she is again. And Amanda Villanueva gets the point.
Another lucky shot from Villanueva. The ball sliding through the net. Medyo hindi in-expect yun ni Agno.
Lucky break. Bouncing off the top of the net there.
The lead is down to 3.
Kasugod, single block by Amanda Villanueva.
Another much smaller blocker able to block the shot of Kasugod.
Just impeccable timing there by Amanda Villanueva. Great read.
Lumalabas no yung tinitraining nila. They focused on defense, on their blocking. Kasi napansin nila na yun yung nawawala sa kanila in their past games. But now, we see that both teams are blocking very well.
Let's take a look at this last play right here. Nobody home on that portion of the back row for FEU. Cortel. See, sets it up. Kasugod could not get some power on that hit. Too much power though on that hit by Villanueva. Now, Coach Sherwin calls for time. Let's listen in.
Hayaan na tayong pumalo, tinatapon pa natin. Diba? Hindi pwede yung palo na walang direksyon. Pumalong ka ng maganda, paloyin mo ng mabilis. Yun lang. Pagka walang set na maganda, ipasok yun ng maganda, mag-block kayo. Eh hindi. Nagdidepensa tayo, tapos yung matras natin, wala sa lugar. So matras tayo ng maganda para makapalo tayo ng maganda.
Coach Sherwin pointing that error by Villanueva. Sabi niya, binigay na sa atin yung bola. Hindi pa natin ginawa ng puntos.
Unable to capitalize on that opportunity.
Again, yung errors ng Adamson ang nagbibigay ng puntos sa FEU.
Giselle C sets it up top. Temperatura was there. A joust at the top. Free ball for Adamson. Villanueva flies in. And another point for the girls in dark blue.
Villanueva going for a middle hit.
Iniwasan si Genevieve Kasugod.
And yan yung sinasabi ni Coach Sherwin na tres. Bang Pineda now on the front line.
C goes to the open hit for Pons. Nothing there. Now a running hit for Kasugod. Net ball.
2-point lead by FEU. Adamson trying to catch up. Again, we see another shift of momentum now with the Adamson Lady Falcons.
So it might boil down to who will ride on that momentum moving into 25. Caught napping there was the coverage of Adamson, but somehow they send it over to the FEU side. Temperatura doing a good job of covering that one up.
Cortel.
Wala pa rin.
Bernadette Pons struggling.
Pineda!
Strong hit by Pineda and that was out.
Gigil masyado.
Again, the errors of Adamson. FEU 19, Adamson 16. FEU needs to make a run if they want to win set number 3.
Almost a lucky break there for Giselle. Here's Pineda. Agno was there. Pons. Pons again. Well, Pons is just continuing to show us a bright future as she continues to grow. Look at this smart play right here.
Pons seeing that Villanueva wasn't ready for that shot.
But Giselle C, too much juice on that serve.
FEU 20, Adamson 17.
It's Captain Marlene Cortel.
Drop shot.
Bang Pineda trying
Another
to
drop
tip it
shot.
over. Pineda. Agno. Excellent job covering things up from the back row. Still a chance for Adamson here.
Nakatuno brings that over.
Combination play, kaya lang, masyadong malakas para kay Dawson.
String of errors here for both teams.
And again, that has been a problem for both sides, Gretchen, yung errors, and it could be who limits their errors that will take this set number 3.
Yes, of course, especially in the crucial moments of the game. And we are now approaching the 20-point mark.
Adamson down by just 1. Let's listen in on this FEU huddle.
Pag sinabi kong huminga ka na maayos. Ha? Pinelexay lang, ha? Tingnan mo na. Ano tayo eh, test sa test eh. Nanggigigil tayo pumuntos pero hindi natin ma-execute na maayos. Ha? Sayang. O, time out ko, ha? Ha? Time out to, receive na maganda, atake, cover tayo. Tiwala lang, ha? Dito ka. Dito, 5. Isang 5. Dito, ha? Pag dalawa yung block, i-drop mo doon sa gilid. Pag dalawa block, ha? Pag kaya, paluin mo.
Pero palo.
Unang option, papalo. Okay?
Coach Shaq trying to relax his players. Medyo natetense na, kaya nag-error na.
Siyempre, 4 sa 6 na players on the floor para sa FEU side. Rookies, first experience dito sa do-or-die situation. But, service error on the part of Adamson.
4 sa kanila rookie, pero they play like they're not rookies. Definitely showing a good fight here in today's game as they lead 21-19.
Well, when you come into the season knowing that you have 7 new players who are fresh out of high school, you gotta hope that they grow up fast. And definitely, itong mga rookies ng FEU show that dito sa season 76.
Spectacular rookies of FEU.
Very spectacular spike there by the veteran Van Pineda. Not giving up.
Stana comes in for my lean pad.
(21-20).
Good received by Agno.
C sets it up for Palma.
Great dig by Amanda.
Oh!
Again, an error for Adamson. Medyo nahuli yung pag-block ni Guevara. FEU now leading by 2.
Let's see how Adamson will respond.
Bernadette Pons now in the back line, but Palma in the front line with Dawson.
And Palma right up there for the block. Pineda one more time. Officials say play on.
Coach calling for a net ball.
Ooh, Dawson with no blockers in sight. Coach Sherwin with a concerned look on his face.
Tapos nangyayari, wala ka na sa focus, mag-block ulit. Kaya naman natin mag-block eh. Diba? Tatlo lang yan. Isang isang tayo. Doon ka na sa 4. Ha? B. O, A lang. A. Tapos 5 doon. 5.
Tara.
Makapatay tayo, magsaservice ka. O, makakatali tayo. Service ka. Safe.
Tara, Adamson! 55!
Coach Sherwin instructing some plays again for Adamson.
Look at the reaction on the FEU side after that Dawson hit. Nobody up there to challenge her on the block.
So a better distribution from FEU.
And a yellow card issued here, Gretchen.
Yellow card issued. Coach Shaq.
Captain Giselle C. for misconduct.
Yes, the yellow card issued to Coach Shaq de Los
For
Santos.
misconduct.
And it looks like, according to the announcement, even to Giselle C.
Even Giselle C.
Yeah, her name was mentioned. And all of a sudden, the arena turns quiet, particularly the FEU side.
Again, we have a 2-point lead by FEU.
Syempre, ang yellow card, that's a warning for the players. Were you ever issued the yellow card before, Gretch?
No. I think that's for kapag nagagalit ka na or kino-contest mo yung calls ng referee. Let's confirm later what the yellow card was all about.
Villanueva trying to get it through. One more time.
Good blocking from FEU.
Rem Palma going for a power tip.
Another shot by Villanueva.
Simborio.
Great dig by Pineda.
Villanueva again. Agno was there.
To
Palma.
the middle.
Villanueva.
Great defense from both teams.
Makatuno up top to Guevara. Longest rally of the match.
Villanueva. This set.
Oh!
That was converted by Simborio. Medyo alanganin na siya pero yun pala yung makakapunto sa depensa ng Adamson.
The stretch and the tip. Butas ang depensa ng Adamson.
Portel wasn't ready for that drop by Simborio.
FEU now at set point.
Just one more point to close in the second set.
Portel coming over to Coach Sherman, coming over to our official.
We've been having a series of contentions in this game.
Substitutions will be Ina Pala
Officials want to talk things over here.
to serve for Samantha Dawson.
FEU side made some substitutions.
Papa coming in for Dawson and Giselle C going out, bringing in Torres.
Ina Papa, the backup setter for the FEU side.
Tignan natin kung anong arrangements ng FEU.
Temperatura surprising the FEU side.
That was almost over, but Makatuno making a point out of that misreceive.
Rem Palma apologizes quickly to Coach Shaq.
Adamson not giving up, 24-22.
Giselle C setting it up for Simborio.
Good dig by
Makatuno.
Pineda.
Villanueva. Can they close it out? Not yet. And Portel just not giving up.
And that has been working for them, the off-the-block shots.
Panoorin natin muli dito. Off the block, Marlene Portel.
Hingi ng bola, hingi ng bola. Sure ang palo. Walang magalangan. Pulis ay babaw. Hingi ng bola. Chance ball. Betre, relax lang sa press. Okay? Basta walang service, target lang muna tayo. Okay? Isa lang yan. Depensa tayo, block. Okay?
Tara! Adamson!
Relax na, relax na.
Coach Sherwin asking the girls to target service. Again, trying to relax them. They're down by 1 point.
Giselle C up top to Palma, who closes out set number 2, and that's got to feel good for FEU. Rem Palma, despite that injured left knee, coming up with the point that gave FEU the third set. We'll have set number 4 in this do or die playoff Wednesday when we return.
Welcome back. You are now watching the playoff Wednesday between Adamson and FEU, with FEU taking set number 3. And we see both teams rallying all throughout the set with the exchange of points between Adamson and FEU. We see better distribution of the ball from Adamson, with them relying on several spikers such as Villanueva, Zapanta, Pineda. On the other hand, FEU having a better reception and better blocking in this set, and rallying the last points of that set on to win set number 3. Pineda going through the blocks of Adamson, heading the attacks and the offense of the Lady Falcons. And we see Cortel as well contributing for the Lady Falcons. But in the end, Palma got that set for FEU, and we are now 2-1, 2 sets for FEU and 1 set for Adamson. And taking a look at the statistics, we have 12 attacks for FEU, 13 attacks for the Lady Falcons. Very, very, very close. And 3 blocks for FEU, 1 block for Adamson. Again, FEU dominating the blocking department, but bumawi ang Adamson with 2 service aces and 0 for FEU. In the end, what made the difference was the errors of Adamson that Coach Sherwin was pointing out from early on in the set. So, very, very crucial talaga yung mga errors na yan that they're committing all throughout the game. And if Adamson wants to win this game, they have to minimize the unforced errors.
10 errors in set number 2, they lost. 10 errors in set number 3, they lost as well. That has been the factor that hurt the Lady Falcons here in this match. So, we have arrived at set number 4. Backs against the wall now for the Lady Falcons.
Simborio just pushing the spike through the block. Much, much more confident FEU squad coming in to set number 4.
You observe nga, Gretchen, yung pag-shift ng momentum from one team to the other. And it's all about who will sustain that momentum.
And the good thing about it is that FEU gained a big lead early on, and they were able to sustain that all throughout the set. So, even though Adamson was scoring a string of points, hindi talaga nila nahahabol yung score ng FEU. So, if they would score a string of points, FEU would still lead by as much as 2 to 3 points. So, that carried on until the end of the set.
Giselle C setting it up for Pons. Makatuno, back set to Villanueva, and Villanueva gets the point. Now that early lead, that's something that Adamson had in set number 1.
Adamson had that lead in set number 1, and now we see a different story with FEU taking control of the game. So if Adamson wants to come back in this game, they have to start very early, and they really have to minimize the errors. Speaking of errors, Bernadette Pons with an outside hit.
I'd like to hear from Mitch Del Carmen right now on the other side. Mitch?
Bata ang FEU pero matapang sila. Ang Colin Gretsch para kay Coach Sherwin, okay lang naman daw na magkapuntos ang FEU. Basta't pahirapan daw muna nila ang mga puntos na yon. Dapat gumalaw pa sila at pag-isipan pa nila ang bawat spikes. Ngayon napansin nga ng coaching staff na para bang hindi na nag-enjoy ang Lady Falcons kanina. Ayon kay Coach Sherwin, lahat nakasimangot kahit may nakapuntos na. Dagdag nga ni Amanda Villanueva, huwag wag daw nilang kalimutan mag-enjoy at magsalita sa loob ng court. Now for them to get this set, Coach Sherwin advises them to have their secured blocks and to continue to defend the spikes of FEU. Anton Rich.
Thank you, Mitch. That time, FEU able to get a spike to go. So another tight start to this set.
Dawson with that point.
Makatuno to Villanueva. And you could hear
The
Coach
set
Shaq.
from Chelsea.
Sabi ni Coach Shaq, ready? Pasok.
Chelsea was supposed to give that ball to Remy Palma pero hindi pumasok kaya na-miss set.
4-3 is our tally here in favor of Adamson in set number 4.
Agno has been performing very well for the FEU Lady Tamaraws. In fact, she's the number 2 best digger thus far, Christine Agno.
Let's go now to the FEU side. Here's Judy Sarah.
Double the aggressiveness, the effort, and the level of play this set. Yan nga ang instruction ni Coach Shaq de Los Santos sa Lady Tams going into this set. Ayon kay Coach, siguradong hindi mag-give up ang Lady Falcons, kaya dapat daw game face on agad ang Lady Tams pagpasok pa lang ng court. Paalala din ni Team Captain Giselle sa teammates niya, wala munang ma-excite at trabahuhin muna natin. Well, isa lang ang goal ngayon ng FEU team at yun ay ang huwag nang bigyan ng tsansa ang Lady Falcons. Anton and Gretchen?
Maraming salamat, Judy. Bernadette Pons, 13 big points for her today.
Coach Shaq calling for aggressiveness from the FEU squad dahil siguradong hindi magpapatalo ang Lady Falcons, and we know that Adamson is really a tough team when it comes to games that extend up to 4 and 5 sets.
You're right, Gretchen. They've been in a lot of 5-setters already. Looking at my count, they've been in 4 5-set matches. 3 5-set matches here in season 76.
Kilala natin ang Adamson pagdating sa gipitan, talagang lumalaban yan. So, if FEU wants to win this game, they have to win it right now.
Yun ang gusto ni Coach Shaq. Aggressiveness, keep it up. Simborio. Guevara was there. Palma now. And that one goes out. Rem Palma.
Good distribution from Chelsea.
It was really a big concern when Rem Palma went down with that left knee injury. And it's also somewhat of a miracle that she's playing really well here in this match. But Bang Pineda with a drop ball to put her squad on top, 8-5. Ayan po ang kampo ni Coach Sherwin Meneses, looking to stay alive after trailing. At ito naman ang kampo ni Coach Shaq de Los Santos.
Adamson trying to come back in the 4th set, leading by 3, 8-5.
Thank you once again for joining us on ABS-CBN Sports in Action. Anton Rojas alongside Gretchen Ho. Of course, Judy Sarah reporting for FEU and Mitch Del Carmen for Adamson.
Whoever wins this game will face Ateneo on Saturday. And whoever wins that game against Ateneo will proceed to battle NU, who has a twice to beat advantage. And if any of these teams want to reach the finals, they have to go through the mega step ladder, as we call it, DLSU, with their thrice to beat advantage.
Yun ba ang tawag sa ating step ladder ngayon? Mega step ladder.
Mega step ladder.
Naging mega step ladder dahil sa playoff na to.
Twice to beat, thrice to beat.
At syempre, it's a difficult mountain to climb yung thrice to beat advantage na yan, especially in the finals. You personally know that.
mahirap talagang mahirap i-achieve yung feat na yon na your opponent has a thrice to beat advantage, and if your opponent is very strong, it's hard to defeat them in 3 straight games.
Although Ateneo, including yourself, was able to win in that first game 2 seasons ago in the finals. And LaSalle achieving their second sweep in 3 years.
14-0 for LaSalle.
Palma. Zapanta.
Good dig by Pons. Drop shot by Simborio.
A joust at the top. Rally still alive.
Zapanta. Great floor defense from FEU.
Good coverage by Adamson for the back row.
The middle hits working for Adamson.
Adamson on top by 6.
Wag mo kayo mag-relax. Tapos kahit anong mangyari, sige, huwag tigil. Depensa, bra, palo, ha? Kaya mo bakit tinigil lang? Sipag pa, kaya pa. Sige lang, hinga muna, hinga. Hinga maayos, hinga mo muna maayos. Remy, hinga maayos. Ready ka? Ha? Bakit ikaw lalabas? Kasi hindi siya makapalo na maayos. O, ikaw yung mapalo. Kasi press ka. So, galing labas. Scan, tiwala lang sila. Okay?
A wishy oh wow moment of the game right here. Faye Guevara trying to spark some life back into the Lady Falcons. Open up to everyday surprises.
Good decision by Makatuno to go to Guevara. Zapanta was being blocked and well defended.
Coach Shaq Gretchen digging deep into his bench. Tony Basas coming in for the first time today.
Tony Basas, one of the more popular FEU players.
And she gets a set right here. Zapanta. And Adamson is rolling right now here in set number 4. Mainit na bakbakan, Gretchen, dito sa Playoff Wednesday.
Looks like, but we can't be sure. Looks like we're headed for a 5th set.
Still early though here in the 4th, but gumagana na naman itong blocking ng Adamson. Betadine block of the set right here. Betadine 7.5% feminine wash for Red Days. It's better to be protected.
Good block from Guevara.
Biggest lead of the set.
They go to Pons.
Zapanta.
Basas.
And Bank Pineda sending it across.
Block was there.
Oh! Palma giving Guevara a gift, but Guevara unable to capitalize.
Good defense for FEU.
Another long rally. And Giselle C trying to get sneaky. And she apologizes to Coach Shaq.
Nanggigil siya. She was trying to fool the Adamson defense. However, that was too strong. Misset by Giselle C.
Makatuno now. Oh, a pancake save there by Pons. Sayang yung effort.
Our center is trying to score some points of their own.
Let's take a look at this last joust and look at that save. Actually, before that, there was a save. Na-late na si Bernadette Pons. Guevara. Adamson has caught fire here in set number 4. They lead by 11. Let's take a look at this last sequence right here. Faye Guevara. Look at the reaction.
The Adamson crowd has gone alive, and you can really feel the support from the Adamson community as they cheer on the Lady Falcons, who are leading 16-5.
This is the biggest lead for any team in any set here in this match. 11-point advantage for Adamson.
And as we've said earlier, we have seen a lot of shifts in momentum. Kanina, the momentum was with FEU. Now, it's back to Adamson. So are we headed for a 5th set?
I'm starting to smell it. Sabi mo nga, 2 seasons ago, itong dalawang kupunan na ito, naglaban for that last slot.
Guevara with that running shot, scoring some points for Adamson.
Substitutions here now for FEU. Ina Papa and Torres coming in for C and Dawson, perhaps to give C some rest, and Dawson as well. Oh, this is a blowout here in set number 3. Uh-oh.
What was that? Was that rotation error?
I think hindi pa sumisignal ang ating official na mag-serve si Bang. Na-excite masyado si Bang. So, ulit.
Tubasas. And makes a point. Tony Basas with that cut shot for her first point of the game.
Let's take a look at it one more time. She only came in, Gretchen, here in this set. Tony Basas. Makatuno sets it up for Guevara, who's playing in her best set of the match so far. And they keep going to her. And Guevara gets a point.
Guevara stepping up for Adamson.
When you're producing, you gotta keep doing it. Makatuno recognizing that Guevara, her production, tumaas dito sa set number 4.
And
Kaya
that's
naman,
been working for them, the distribution of the sets. So, ang FEU nahihirapan na i-block yung spikers ng Adamson.
kasi hindi nila alam kung sino ang papalo, unlike in sets 2 and 3. Panay bang Pineda yung opensa nitong Soaring Falcons.
Credit that to Makatuno.
Papa sets it up to Pons, trying to use the blockers. Makatuno sets it up for Mayet. Masugod was there, nakabang. Now a chance for FEU.
Drop shot. Nahirapan si Makatuno na isip. Was too close to the net.
Ayun. 18-8 Rem Palma. Saying
Now
a little
on the bench.
prayer there. Reaction by Papa after that dig. And it leads to an FU point.
They need to climb back up by as much as 9 points to get back to this game.
Mitsubishi Mirage G4, great play right there. Mitsubishi Mirage G4, expect more from the small sedan. Portel shouting from her spot there in the corner.
Great dig by Agno.
Makatuno back set up top to Villanueva. Kasugod with a block.
And that's what they've been missing for the earlier parts of set number 4. Medyo nawala yung blocking nila.
Nag-relax sila, samantalayin natin, huwag matatapon yung service. Okay, nakaka-block tayo. Okay? Ha? Ina, sure lang sa set natin ha. Magbalik ka. Masyado mapunta. Oo, alam nila. Anek ha? Tandaanin lang natin, tandaanin natin. Kaya pa to. Malayo pa sila dyan. Ang layo pa niyan. Okay? Tsagain lang natin. Basis lang. Kailangan habaan natin pasensya natin. Tsagain natin mabuti to. Ha?
Ayun, ang paniniwala ni Coach Shaq, medyo nagre-relax itong Adamson. So it's time to pounce.
And he's been pushing for the blocking to come back for FEU. Yun nga yung nawala. Nawalan sila ng depensa. So, ngayon, nabubuhay ulit yung Lady Tamaraws.
Makatuno sets it up. Villanueva.
Great dig.
Guevara. And close to another pancake save right there.
Guevara scoring a couple of points for Adamson. Now she's replaced by Listana.
Guevara has played a good fourth set for Adamson, Gretchen.
Definitely, we see more sets being given to her.
Ooh! And a service ace right there. Adamson inching closer to sending this one into a deciding fifth set.
Adamson just inching to win the fourth set.
Pons. Villanueva sets it up for Zapanta. Once again, and the blockers for Adamson were there. The collaboration of Paat and Villanueva.
Now FEU is having a hard time dealing with the improved defense of Adamson in this set.
So, pati si Bang Pineda nagiging cheerleader na rin. We have Palma and C on the FEU bench. We have Bang Pineda on the bench of Adamson. Perhaps to rest them up for the fifth set. Could come very, very soon unless FEU comes up with some sort of a miracle here.
FEU's been scrambling a bit with their floor defense. Maraming pumapasok na spike from Adamson and they're not able to receive.
Amanda Villanueva sends us to set point here in the fourth set of this match. Wisely pounding it off the hand of Bernadette Pons. Actually, wala pa. Nasa 23 pa lang.
Big lead for Adamson. Pons with a cut shot. FEU now just trying to cut the lead of Adamson.
Liza Torres. The serve now for FEU. Makatuno sets it up for Villanueva. Papa working hard to save it.
Pons bringing it over.
Villanueva flying in. Makatuno up top to Pat.
Another drop shot. Oh, and passes with the error. FEU just struggling with their offense as well as their defense.
Now, we are really here at set point here in set number 4. Pineda back on the floor. Free ball though for FEU.
They go to Pons.
Pineda saying that it was a legal ball, but officials say otherwise.
Pineda just laughing at that call.
What else can she do?
But definitely a comfortable lead for Adamson. Great dig.
And Ina Papa surprising the Adamson side. And gotta love the reaction from her, even though sobrang laki na ng lamang nitong Adamson. Still trying to celebrate that point.
Outside for Genevieve Pasugod to flip the set to the Adamson Lady Falcons.
So, after 4 sets, we are not done yet. We will go to a deciding 5th setter here in Playoff Wednesday for the last ticket to the step ladder playoffs between FEU and Adamson. Well, Gretchen, you've described this match as a game of momentum swings, momentum shifts, and in that last set, it was Adamson that utilized the momentum to get the win.
That's right, Anton. In that last set, we see Adamson performing very, very well in terms of both offense and defense. In terms of offense, we see Guevara scoring a lot of points for the Adamson Lady Falcons, and we see also several varied shots from the offense of Adamson. On the other hand, FEU struggling to get themselves together in terms of blocking, in terms of floor defense, and allowing Adamson to take that set with a big lead of 12 points.
So a lot of factors, yung early lead, it's the team that gets the early lead, yun na nananalo sa set. It's the team that's able to get a lot of blocks, the team that's able to limit their errors. And speaking of errors,
Speaking of errors, 7 unforced errors for the FEU Lady Tamaraws as compared to 2 only for the Lady Falcons. In terms of attacks, again, we see more varied shots from the arsenal of the Lady Falcons. 13 attacks compared to 10 only for FEU. When it comes to blocks, kanina, nag-dominate yung FEU sa blocking department. Pero ngayon, bumaliktad, pumunta naman sa Lady Falcons with 3 blocks and only 1 block for the Lady Tamaraws. In terms of service aces, nandun pa rin sa Lady Falcons, 2-0.
Pero yung pinakamalaking bagay dyan para sa Adamson, yung dalawang errors na kanilang kinumit. So, very, very good job for Adamson of limiting their errors in that last set. Leading scorers, Bernadette Pons with 17, Bang Pineda with 19. We highlighted yung kanilang matchup, Gretchen, and it has been a good one.
And it's been very close, 17 to 19. The top scorers for both teams.
Pero syempre, wag nating kalimutan yung ibang mga players na nag-contribute. Also the matchup of setters, Makatuno and C, and then sila Simborio, Palma,
Pasugod
helping out, sila Paat, Guevara, Zapanta.
And Agno and
what about
Tempiadura.
The liberos also doing a good job covering up from the back row. So
Agno being very, very steady for the FEU defense.
You've been in this situation before, Gretchen. You're tired, but you want to win. You're playing in the 5th set.
It really depends on who wants this game more. Both teams performing well in some of the sets, and again, it's a shift of momentum. So, it's anybody's ball game. Wala na. Tapos na yung first 4 sets. Itong set na to yung pinaka-importante. The 5th set, we have 15 points. So, they have to start now. Whoever wants to win this game has to take the momentum early on.
We saw that Uishi Owa moment of the game a while ago open up to everyday surprises. Yep, very important for the team to go ahead early dito dahil mas maikli ang ating 5th set. This is only up to 15. All right, let's go now to Mitch Del Carmen.
Anton and Gretch, nakausap ko nga ang ilang mga seniors nila kanina tungkol sa baka sakaling huling game nila this season para kay Makatuno at Pineda. Hindi pa nila alam kung ano ang gusto nilang iiwan sa team bago mag-Final Four dahil decidido daw silang makita ang Ateneo this weekend. Umaasa nga si Coach Sherwin na sila ang magdadalas ng ganitong klaseng attitude sa blue and white squad. Now for this set, the girls are told to read FEU's movements and to be mindful of their placings, timings, and to stay focused throughout the game. Anton and Gretch.
Maraming salamat, Mitch. It's gotta be tough. I mean, for players like Zapanta, Makatuno, and Pineda.
Dito na lalabas yan sa 5th set. Kailangan na hugutin na nila yung pagiging last tier player nila dito sa UAAP.
Whatever happens, it's surely going to be emotional. Right now, FEU with the early lead. Mitsubishi Mirage G4, great play right here. Combination play set up by Giselle C. Simborio with a point. Mitsubishi Mirage G4 expect more from the small sedan.
Simborio able to angle her shot.
Rem Palma, a bad left knee and all, but she still manages to let out a smile and a service ace.
Remy Palma putting all her heart into this game. Definitely playing with an injury, playing carrying her team all throughout those games. And we still see her coming out strong.
Let's go now to Judy Sarrell.
Anton and Gretchen, nakita na naman itong si Coach Shaq ang malaking problema niya sa Lady Lambs. At yan nga ay ang inconsistency nila sa paglalaro. In the huddle a while ago, sabi ni Coach, 5th set, ilang minuto na lang para mag-all out. Yan ang tanging hiling ko. We need to do whatever it takes to win this game. Well, kanina nga, Gretchen, sabi mo na madaming shifting of momentum ang naganap sa game na to. Well, ang hiling namin lahat dito sa aking side, this last set, sana mapunta naman sa Lady Lambs. Hindi lang ang momentum, kundi pati na din ang panalo at ang last Final Four stop. Anton and Gretchen?
Yun ang nakataya dito sa ating bakbakan sa Playoff Wednesday. Ateneo already waiting kung sino makakalaban nila.
But we see the Lady Tamaraws taking the lead early on.
Pineda.
Pero syempre, hindi papayag ang Adamson.
21 big points for Sheila Marie Pineda. Bebs Pineda, Bang Pineda, so many names for her.
Big Bang Pineda. Zapanta. Good dig by Agno.
Makatuno sets it up for Zapanta. Kasugod was there. One more time. Pons.
Pons with the hit.
Great save there by Zapanta. Despite the block by Kasugod.
Oh! And that was out. Chelsea just putting that ball at the back, and the Anderson defense was struggling to get themselves together in that last play. Nalito yung depensa ng Adamson.
Makatuno sets it up top. Zapanta going for the drop ball. Look at Pons slide. Two touches.
Still a 2-point lead for the FEU Lady Tamaraws.
Here's Villanueva. Pons rising high over the two Adamson blockers. See, back set up top to Dawson. Zapanta.
Good block for Zapanta. Reading that spike by Dawson.
I know this match ain't over yet, but hats off to both these teams for putting on a show. Both showing how badly they want that last ticket to the step ladder.
Zapanta clapping right after that point.
Dawson. But she is denied. Faye Guevara knocks things up at 6. Oh boy.
I think that was a net ball. That was a net ball, if I'm not mistaken, by Dawson. And another error by Adamson. Medyo nagpapalitan tayo ng errors ngayon. Good receive by Zapanta. Guevara just going through that block.
And the little stare right after. Seven all.
Tight game.
Fifth set. Oh, back-to-back service errors by Adamson. And Coach Sherwin cannot believe it.
Again, those factors taking a toll on both teams. As we know, this is a very important set, the fifth set, so every point is crucial.
8-7 is our official tally in favor of FEU, a team looking to make it to the next round, which is the step ladder. They missed the Final Four last year, so they want to make it back. And what an achievement if they're able to do that with 7 rookies in their lineup.
Definitely going up against Adamson is a big achievement already because they have 7 rookies on their lineup, but they're giving a very, very good fight against one of the strongest teams, which is the Adamson Lady Falcons.
It's the second half of the deciding set with Bernadette
Adamson,
Paul.
number 3 in the league last year, 3rd place finish. Zapanta gets it through and it touches the line. Another deadlock. What a match, Gretchen.
Adamson and the FEU with an exchange of points. Wala nang nagpapatalo. Kanina may shifts in momentum tayo. Ngayon, they're just scoring 1 point after the other.
Paat. Makatuno to Pineda. 22 points for Bang Pineda, and she gives Adamson the lead.
Pineda is now in the front line. And we know that we don't want her in the front line. FEU doesn't want her in the front line.
Palma. Way underneath the ball on that hit. Pineda. Bang Pineda. Spreading her wings. Back-to-back points to give her squad a 10-8 advantage. Let's listen in on this huddle of Coach Shaq.
Okay na yung side step mo. Pag pinalo niya sa baba. Okay. Okay. Isip tayo maganda, tapos fighter natin, oh. Kailangan dalawa lang yan. Kailangan makapatay tayo. Kapit, kapit. Kailangan. Salita ka. Hinga, hinga.
Coach Shaq telling them to arrange their blocking. And in their training, Mayat Zapanda told me that they really mark Pineda as the one to block in the net. So right now, let's see if all their training will pay off. And if they can stop the Bang Pineda in this fifth set.
Rem Palma taking a deep breath and exhaling after that hit. Laying it all on the line. This young girl, Rem Palma.
Palma, one of the veterans of this FEU team. Papa comes in for Giselle C.
Worried look on the face of Giselle, though. Pineda, blockers were there. But you know she won't give up. Ooh!
That was almost a good dig from Agno, but FEU unable to save that ball. Pineda just rejoicing after that point.
Going to be a wild finish here in set number 5. Rem Palma.
Rem Palma taking it all here in the 5th set. And she goes to the back line. We have Genevieve Kasugod in the front line.
Villanueva gets a point for Adamson.
Villanueva having a stellar performance in this game. The high leaping Amanda Villanueva.
And now the Lady Falcons just 3 points away from making it to the step ladder playoffs. Kasugod.
To Villanueva.
Torres sets it up.
Simborio. And a net ball for Simborio. Again, the youth being a big factor in this game. The youth and inexperience of FEU being a big factor.
Sige lang! Di pa tapos! Sige lang, puno, tiwala, tiwala, ha?
Michelle C set to come back in along with Samantha Dawson. This could be the last stand of the FEU Lady Tamaraws for season 76.
Coach Shaq just pushing the players to fight on.
Princess Listana coming in. Service specialist for Adamson. Just 2 points away from a date with the Ateneo Lady Eagles.
Misreceived. Easy ball for Adamson.
Makatuno to Pineda. Bang Pineda sends this game into match point.
Pineda doing what she does best.
Adamson fans are feeling it. Giselle C setting up to Simborio. Jelly Temperatura apologizing.
Miscalculating that shot.
Hindi tapos yan. Tiwala lang kayo sa sarili nyo at sa team natin, okay? Ito na yung chance natin, last chance natin to. So wala imposible yan kasi hindi pa sila tapos. Okay? Bantayan mo na yung Pineda. Okay? Ikaw sa harap ka, o bantayan mo yung quick, tapos habol ka. Kaya man, tapos tibay tayo ilalim na kababa lang, ha? Kung di pa babasahin, habol, ha? Sige, sige.
Bantayan lang daw si Pineda. So, we know that the Adamson Lady Falcons will go to their #1 scorer, Bang Pineda. And FEU will try to stop her.
Adamson was in a similar situation this season against Ateneo, wherein they were already at match point, but then the Lady Eagles were able to steal it away. Yun yung return ni Coach Tai. They do not want that to happen again. Here's Pons.
Pineda.
Bantayan daw si Bang Pineda. Yun ang instruction ni Coach Shaq.
Villanueva setting that up.
Giselle C trying to go for a drop ball. Uh-oh.
This set for FEU. And they're contesting the call. FEU is contesting the call. I think it's a dead ball. Referee is signaling a dead ball. I think they thought that Giselle was a backliner.
Well, the Adamson fans and the players were already celebrating.
Dead ball. Nabitin ang saya ng Adamson.
Wow. You know, that may have taken a lot of steam from the Adamson players, but let's take a look at it one more time.
Giselle C tipping that over and being called for a backline violation, but she wasn't a backliner in that play. But here we go, Amanda Villanueva making that last point with an off-the-block shot, and Adamson will take the last spot in the Final Four.
What a match. Miss Malu Isip of Adamson University celebrating the victory of her team. This was the last point right here. Amanda Villanueva coming off the bench today, and the celebration.
And I'm sure, Anton, that the fifth-year players of Adamson are very, very, very much happy with the result of today's game as they take on another match against Ateneo and try to fight for their bids in this UAAP Season 76 Women's Volleyball Championship.
Hats off to both teams. Hats off to the rookies of FEU. Hats off to Giselle C, to Palma, to Dawson.
They played really well in today's game.
At ang positive para sa mga FEU fans, walang mag-graduate.
At alam naman natin na sobrang bata pa ng team na tong FEU na to, and they're showing so much promise for the coming years.
Look at the sportsmanship right there. Cortel giving Palma a hug. But let's take a look at one of the most crucial moments of this match. RCBC life-changing move right here. This is that stretch by Faye Guevara that found an open spot on the FEU defense. RCBC Savings Bank My Loans, it's life-changing.
Again, like we expected a very exciting game, right?
And we got
Anton?
it. Thanks to these players, thanks to these fans.
Very close, exciting game between Adamson and Ateneo. And we have here our best player of the game, Bang Pineda, who has come up very, very big for the Adamson Lady Falcons and has carried her team all throughout. She is our Gatorade Best Player of the game.
Gatorade win from within 25 points for the Queen Falcon, Bang Pineda. And she will live to fight another day. Coach, sorry, Miss Malu Isip of the Adamson side.
FEU unable to stop Bang Pineda in this game, but they leave UAAP without regretting anything.
Lumaban talaga.
They definitely gave their all in this game.
So, finally, Gretchen, tapos na ang ating elimination round and playoffs. We head to our next game day, which is on Saturday. Men's Final Four, Ateneo versus FEU at 2 p.m. And following that, Adamson victorious today will take on the Ateneo Lady Eagles.
Definitely an exciting Saturday for all of us. And we're heading to the crucial moments of our season. And we're inviting all of you to watch the games right here in San Juan Arena. Again, that's 2 p.m. Ateneo versus FEU for the men's division, and 4 p.m. Adamson going up against the Ateneo Lady Eagles for the women's division.
Sa ngalan ni Direk Aben Ramos, Mitch Del Carmen, Judy Saril, my partner Gretchen Ho, at Don Rojas, nagpapaalam hanggang sa susunod na game day ng UAAP Season 76 Women's Volleyball Tournaments. Handog sa inyo ng ABS-CBN Sports.
UAAP Season 76 Women's Volleyball Tournament. Greatness never ends. The following has been a special presentation of ABS-CBN Sports.